The reason why I am always telling young men and young women that are about getting married to seek the face of God, to tell God to choose for them. Because if God choose your wife or your husband for you, do you know that you will never regret it in this life? This is our popular Nollywood actor in those days. We all know it. We used to call him Black Arrow because I love his movie back then. Do you know that he suffered marital problem? He suffered divorce. He suffered heartbreak because of marriage. He did it his own way and it turned out negative for him. So he gave up. He just decided to stay out of marriage for some years because of what he experienced in his first marriage. When he came back to his senses and asked God to choose for him, God really chose for him. Today he is happy. So, brothers and sisters that are about getting married, don't make the mistake of choosing for yourself. Ask God to choose your right partner for you. Because if God choose for you, you will never regret it. I know what I am talking about. When I was about getting married, I seek the face of God. I told God, choose for me. I prayed. I told God, this is the kind of man I need in my life. Everything I prayed for, it was just like a dream. Everything I prayed for, God manifested it. Till tomorrow is still a surprise for me. That is why I know that God answers prayer. I know it's in my life that God answers prayers. That is why I always tell you, brothers and sisters that are yet to be married, to seek the face of God. Don't be carried away because of beauty. Don't be carried away because that person has money. The reason why I'm always making this kind of video is because of the way divorce is taking place is alarming. The way problem is taking place in marriages is alarming. The way spouse are buying themselves is alarming. A lot of marriages today are experiencing problem because they choose by sight, because they choose for themselves. They refuse to call God in when they were about getting married. That is why you see a lot of problems in marriages today. That is why you see a lot of divorces in marriages today. That is why you see most men are buying their wives today. Call upon God to choose your spouse for you when you are about getting married. It's important for you to bring God in. Don't do it yourself at all. Don't even try to do it yourself, because if you do it yourself without calling God in, do you know that it's going to be difficult for you? It's going to be terrible for you. There will be problems sometimes that you cannot resolve. Yes, marital battle is too difficult to fight. Yes, marital battle is too difficult to fight. Now, let me just read what Black Arrow said when they were interviewing him. This is what he said. He said, I cried to God to give me any wife after my first marriage crash. Shegun Arinze revealed that after his first marriage to Colleen and Iyemanze hit the rock, he decided to stay single for a while. He said that after his 12-year hiatus from marriage, he prayed to God to give him a wife in 2007 as he was tired of trying different relationships. Arinze opened up about his marriage during an interview with media personality. The 58-year-old first tied the knot Unyameze in 1996, but their marriage hit the rocks within a year. He went on to marry Julie in 2008 and they have 3 children. Arinze said, I was confused about getting the right person. I refused to speak about my failed marriage because people do not share everything. I stayed out of marriage after the first one crashed. I stayed out of marriage for like 12 years before I remarried. I remarried in 2008. He said, not that I gave up on marriage. I was just really confused about getting the right person. I got into so many crazy relationships, but the ones that were good, crazy, and bad, I have seen all. That year, 2007, I cried to God. Did you see it now? He said he cried to God and said, Father Lord, I have had enough. Can you just give me a wife? I said, just find me a wife. I remembered I cried. And then I went to a wedding and I saw this beautiful woman. I asked my PA to get her number, but he came back because he was scared. Julius Agu and I were the MCs at the event. It was Don Chi's wedding. And Julius Agu said, my brother, they look for a wife. Oh. When I sat, I went to meet her, collected a contact, and then invited her to a dinner. That is how it started. The rest is history. We are 16 years in marriage now with 3 lovely kids. She's a lawyer. She's also my legal advisor. When that happened to me in 1997, I kept quiet. I did not say anything. I just let it go. Till date, I said nothing, and I do not want to say anything. I do not want to discuss anything about it. So what are we talking about here? You see this man, Shegun Arinze, he was tired because he first of all chose for himself without calling God him. Do you know that the marriage backfired? But when he now recognize and tell God, just choose a wife for me, God really answered his prayer and choose a wife for him. Today, he said he's happy. Yes, he's happy. He's blessed with 3 children. For some years now, this man, his wife, has been living happily. Why? Because he called God him. He told God to give him his wife, and God really did. So today, brothers and sisters that are not yet married, please don't choose for yourself. Call God him, because if you call God him and God give you your own husband or your own wife, you will never regret it. You will enjoy your marriage to the fullest. So call God him. Tell God to give you your right partner. He will do that. Yes. If God give you your right partner, seeing him or her for the first time, you may not like him or her. But do you know that as time goes on, God will perfect both of you together? Yes, seek the face of God. Don't be carried away with beauty, with money, with riches, with fame. No. Yes, listen to the voice of God. Ask God to give you your wife, your husband, and listen to his voice. He will really do that for you. Hallelujah.